This is a video for people who want to use X10 for their free hosting, and it's going to be similar to the video on OpenCart installations on 000 web host. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm already logged into X10 web hosting right here, and I can go ahead and open up my cPanel here. I've already downloaded OpenCart. I'm going to go ahead and move it from my downloads into my desktop real quick, and I'm going to rename it quickly just to opencart.zip. That's an important thing. I'll go ahead and unzip it as well. But one thing I wanted to point out is if you are on a paid host, often it helps to go into the file manager. Here you see my Mesa College. That's my website that I signed up for with X10. Anyway, sometimes if you have a paid host, look at your file manager. It's instead of uploading 4,500 files, which OpenCart has, about that range, and taking 10-20 minutes to do that, what you can do is upload the zip to the file manager, and then just simply unzip it. So this is my website right here, and you can see domains here. There's my domain. Also, you can see there's my values. There's nothing up there now, but you can also see databases, and of course this demands a database. So I went ahead and added a MySQL database here and called it this, and when I wanted to go in and add a user, I can go ahead and hit that little gear and click Manage Users, and in this case I don't have any other users. I'm going to use myself and use that to test. So I'll be using the same exact username and host that we have. So I can click on phpMyAdmin, and this tells you a lot about what you need to log in with. So right now I have this, right? This is my database. My username is going to be the same as the username that I signed up with account with, very much like the X10 host. When I go to my websites, it says custom website, etc. There's a file manager here. And you see how this manager has extract? This is a beautiful thing. So right now we're in the public _HTML, okay? And you see well-known, etc., etc. So what I'm going to do is literally upload my zip to this level, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and choose the file. And 644 is a fine permission for this. I'm on my desktop, right? And I see OpenCart zip. I'm going to literally go ahead and upload this. This is a quick way to do it. So you see down here it's 13 seconds. And I'm actually on a hotel Wi-Fi. And it's a little bit slower than what you guys are used to seeing me work at. But there, now we're done. So now that I have that, I can go back to my file manager, right? Hit reload. Hopefully it shows. Don't know why it doesn't, but if it doesn't, we have to kind of figure out why. So I'm going to go into my actual, this section right here. This is actually, I'm going to go to my X10, which is right here, and you see FTP. This is my FTP information, my username, and my password. I'll go ahead and click connect. But now that I know that it's extracted, you see right here, refresh, I'm going to actually literally go in and take that zip and move it right there. It certainly is a lot faster than uploading file by file. It is easier to get everything on the root if you do the file by file process, which I'll do both. I'll just show you how each one works. So just know that if you have a cPanel, which X10 host does, it has that unzip capabilities. So a lot of these, modern systems have just thousands of sections. So like right here, now I can go back, hit refresh. I think quite possibly that the upload didn't function. But now when I hit reload, watch what happens. There's the OpenCart zip, right? So I can just go do this, hit extract, open everything into the file. This will take a second, but now I'm done. Okay, now I can go ahead and go into the upload, the install, and all that. So There's the upload folder right here. There's the install folder. And now I can go ahead and just do my install. Okay. What would happen then is you'd get, we'll go back to the x10 host real quick. I'll do ksqr x10. And now you see this right here, and I can go ahead and hit upload and install. And I'll go ahead and do this to shorten the video. But if you want everything up on the root, you don't have to, load file by file. We can actually use htaccess to point this domain to a directory that's 3 deep. I hope that makes sense. And then you would have ksqr x10host. Now, since x10host isn't here, it's not really of value to me for me to have a domain. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit install on x10. So here's my pre-installation, and I have this again. Remember, we did the same thing on the 00 web host. This is going to be even on paid servers, but there's definitely a difference between paid and unpaid servers as far as functionality. And we saw this week exactly how badly that can go wrong. So we're going to take the upload first, right? And we're going to fix the config there. So all I'm going to do is literally change the file name. And then I'm going to go into my admin and change the file name there. Whoops, don't mean to hit enter. I want to just click on it and change the file name. And then I'm going to go back to my website, the install, right? And then I'm going to hit refresh. And let's see if it fixed. So that all got fixed. Now we're good to go. And now I can go ahead and add my username. So your username, again, is going to be, if I go to my domains or something like that, it's going to be ksqr. It's going to be the same username that I have in my databases, to be honest, ksqr x2. So this is my configuration. My username is ksqr x2. I'll add my password. My database is going to be right inside here. It's going to be database sqr x2 underscore mesa. My port can stay the same. I don't mind keeping a prefix like that so that all the tables are in order. That makes sense. I'll do admin and then the same email address I use on everything. And I'll hit continue. And now that we're good to go, we're done, I can go ahead and delete my installation directory. So I'll go back up to the top. We can go ahead and just kill this off. And we're a go here. So let's go back to installation complete. I can hit refresh. We can now, when I refresh, it should. Yeah, good. It means there's nothing left there. So this is my OpenCart right here. And then I can go to my admin right here, do admin, log in. And now we got this stuff, the automatic removal of the storage. We'll go ahead and see if the tool that does it will work. It might take a second because it's going to move everything above the root. Now up here in the background, you see the background pathway, home ksqr public underscore HTML. Now it's been moved, which is great. So we've successfully modified it. We're good now. And now I can go back into my admin again, and we can click admin again because I did delete the token when I pulled it out of the query string. And we still have a couple of things right here. Let's make sure that they're perfect. This is the localization for query string. What we can do for this, if you notice, these are all warnings. We can go into our error reporting. This is just a quick solve on this because there's many ways to do it, but this can come up depending on your configuration. So see your index right here? I'm going to actually open this up. And what we can do is do error reporting 0, like that, and that'll suppress that warning for now. And I'm hoping that when it updates, it'll all be worked out. So this warning is still visible, which means the admin index has an issue. Which makes sense. I got to make sure too that everything's loaded. But yeah, because the admin index takes the same value. So I'm going to go into admin index. We're going to edit that, and I'll do the same thing. But that's just for now. I would have to research that one error. I'm sure it's fine. Like the install's already been deleted, so we can kill that. And it should be gone at this point, hopefully. If not, I just need to make sure that everything is. And sometimes you just have to reset the cache on this thing. So that's error reporting turned off there. Let's go ahead and we can go into the dashboard on this as well. So I'm going to hit refresh. You can do a hard refresh actually. I want to make sure that my dev tools are up, and then I can do a hard refresh, and that should bring out the new one. If not, I'll pause the video and I will we'll open up DevTools, but I'll pause the video and solve this one issue in case that happens to anybody. Let's see, clear browsing data. I'm going to do this as well. This could take a second. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave that because I want to make sure that I can do a hard refresh. So you can only do this with the DevTools up, but if you hit that refresh button, hold it down, and go to empty cache and hard reload, it should take this out. Now, again, I'm just suppressing the error. I haven't cleaned it yet. So I've seen this before. I just can't quite remember how I fixed it. It's division by 0, but that means usually a variable is not functioning. I am going to copy it real quick and do a little researching offline on this. But that's the install for x10Hosting. Actually, I'm going to pause this and fix the error and then finish the video after. So I'll be back in a minute. So here's the story on this. Inside OpenCart forums, our currency exchanger used to pull off quotes.csv on Yahoo. Well, that's no longer functioning. So there's a patch that fixes it, and it's right here. So it's called a currency patch. And now this gives us an opportunity to show you how to install an extension. So what I'm going to do is go to my actual OpenCart install. I'm going to go to the admin section. We'll do ksqr, and we'll find that extension. So admin, whoops, sorry, there we go. Admin, and in this dashboard we can look for our extensions. So I'm going to go to the marketplace, and like we'll call it the update currency patch. Okay, update currency patch. Search for it. And let's see if we can find it. Let's look for, I think it's free, right? So, yeah, it looks like it's completely free. You can always download these and put them in the extensions folder, but I'd rather have you use the marketplace because it's just a little bit easier. Let's see. Looks like it's not here. So what we'll do is we will download it and update it. So I'm going to pause this while I download it. Okay, so the next step is to make sure you download it, and you're going to find 3 different offers, and you need to know what version you're using. In my case, I'm using version 3.0, but this is how you can find it. If you scroll down, you'll see at the bottom in the footer here, OpenCart with its version number. Okay? So what I did was I went ahead and downloaded this, and now I can go ahead and let me just close down some things here. I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to go to my downloads real quick and make sure that I have, here's the currency update. I want it to be on my desktop because it's a little hard to find right now in my downloads folder. So here I am, I'm back in my extension, and I need to click extensions again, and I need to click on the installer. So I need to, and this will happen with OpenCart, it'll lose its token because that token is in the URL window in the query string. But let's go ahead and log in, and I'm going to go upload this extension, and hopefully that kills our problem. One thing of note, notice how currency is spelled wrong? A little bit troubling, but that's okay. It seems to get good reviews. But you're going to need to know, how, what version you're using, and how to trust an extension, because it's a lot like WordPress where pretty much anyone can upload an extension and just run it as is. So there's my extension. It should work off the shelf, but I may need to clear my cache and activate it, so we'll just try that. We'll just try to download it first because it is installed. I have it visible right here. I can see my extensions. Let's make sure. I'm clicking on that now. And it is a slow loader, and it does seem to be losing my token quite a bit in the URL window, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll just keep loading. So right now I have, here's my extension list, and that should probably go with payments because it's part of currency, maybe. but I need to make sure that that is active. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this one more time. Okay, usually it's pretty straightforward on doing this, but in this case you have to change your cache. So usually the documentation on OpenCart extensions are good. In this case it is, so I've already uploaded the patch. Now I can go to my extensions modification, clear and refresh the cache. So let's go ahead and do that next. So I have extensions. Let's go to modifications. And we can go ahead and refresh like that. We have modified that. Now we can go back to our OpenCart. Let me get to the right place here. We've cleared and refreshed the cache, so make sure we do that. This will be clear, and then refresh. And now lastly, we can go to our system localization currencies and refresh the currency values in the lower right, top right corner. So if I go to systems, which is, I'm going to actually close my dev tools at this point. We'll go to system, localization. And I always like to do this. I'll put this in the URL window. I'll do currencies, and we'll go ahead and refresh the currency right here. And now when I go to my index, it looks like it's already working. So yeah, that's it. So one of the dependencies had an issue with an external API on Yahoo that did not work, and now we've corrected it. So in this lesson, we've showed you how to install OpenCart on X10 server, how to get your database credentials, and how to solve certain issues when they come up. So we've also shown you the OpenCart forum, how to upload an extension, how to catch the docs in that extension, and hopefully pray that it works, but that's kind of how the system goes. So that's it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out.